Great and beautiful afternoon, morning, and evening to you all, wherever you are joining me at this moment. I said, welcome to 128th edition of Investdata Trading Academy live with Ambrose. I will tell you that the global market, as we speak, has extended their negative sentiment. What I mean so is that the oscillation has continued, but these markets are still in red again. And this has a lot of what increasing fear for what for recession, as most of the central banks of the world insist or continue to what to hike rate as a result of what inflation, because the inflation figures are not abating as we speak in most of the climate. Apart from what we saw in US, we saw a slowdown, but from the Europe zone, we see that it has even gone higher as a result as data was released yesterday, and this also influencing market as we speak around the globe. That is why investor in any of this market or even our local market here, you always allow what is happening in the market to guide you. And that's why I said, like in the coming master class, that insisting on using the same technical indicators or technical tools or the pattern you used to trade before has to change, because as the environment is becoming more volatile, seeing changes in this environment, uncertainties here and there, and the opportunity, because the market is also flowing with news. As market news comes to the market, you need to also change your strategy. That's why I say you must have a new strategy in this market, and these are what we're going to dwell in what in the coming master class. The new strategy with the new happenings in the market. Those indicators that yes, that we've seen that they are updated, and those that we're still also going to use to to catch what is happening now, we're going to make them known to investors. It's not only to make money, we want to also educate you on how to trade with confidence, and how to catch what new trade, and how to see a new signal and take advantage of this signal in any market, in any sector or industry or individual stock we are looking at. The global markets are still oscillating to reflect the fear of recession, as many countries or many economy of the world are still looking to see what will happen, as all eyes and what on the September different CPN, or sorry, different central bank meeting that is coming around the world. And don't forget that in this climate, all eyes are on what on rate hike. That has also dampened what kind of buying sentiment for traders or investors. That is why we are seeing price of stocks looking down. And this is likely to continue because of what the tightening of monetary policy will also slow down what growth and expansion in most of this country. And that is why if you go down and see what is happening also in crude oil price or crude oil market or commodity market, because of the fear of recession, even when people are having weak demand for products, naturally price will come down, and that's why you see that oil price continue to come down because of what the same fear of what of recession. And this is not only in equity market; it has gone through all most of the investment window. If you talk of what is happening in crypto market, FS and all those stuff, because of fear of recession, because of this rate hike that is likely to happen this month, that is why you are seeing this kind of jittery here and there in the market, that most of the market are still down as we speak, because of what the fear of what rate hike has also come to keep most of the market also in a choppy direction. But I believe that the major factor that is making market to remain in this mode, that the fear of what weak demand for commodities, weak demand for goods, weak demand for services, because I'm telling you, as inflation continues to rise, the purchasing power of many has been eroded, and many people cannot afford what they were able to do before. That's also going to have impact on most of the companies also, because if what they are checking out for sales are not leaving the shelf, becomes a problem for them. That is why you need to understand how to take advantage. Because I always say that in any situation, whether political unrest, whether there is a economic no oscillation in terms of from a booming point to to a boom situation, also happened during COVID-19, but still there was opportunity to make money in that. Even to what is happening in this geopolitical tension here and there, the war in Russia, there are still opportunity for designing better to make money in some sectors. Because we also see that even with the expected rate hike, you can see that even some countries their bond is also going down because of fear of also the economic activities, and also softening of this payment of this bond coupon as I don't do. These are the things that is also affecting the global market. That's why you see the real situation in those mature markets has not abated because of what the fear. But on one thing again, like I just said earlier, that the fear of weak demand has also kept the price of crude oil around $93.42 per barrel as we speak now. And also don't forget that this is a lot of okay, yes, in China, we're seeing that there's also expanded of what COVID-19 lockdown again. And you can see these are complicated issues, weak demand, and don't forget that China is one of the people that countries that because of the second largest economy in the world, their demand for oil is also high. But now they're expanding their COVID-19 lockdown. It's also going to affect their demand for activities and production. That we are seeing oil going down, price going down, and that as a way of also impacting positively if crude oil, if energy prices will come down because of this. But that's why I say, as investor, you have to look at this new news in the market. That's why I said, in this new era, not the idea of following your classic technical analysis. This is time you need to look at. I've mentioned it in one of the class. You need to look at what your price structure, which is your price action. You must look at also the money flow. It's very good to know what to catch up, where fund is going, money flow, and also news. You need to trade this news and also take advantage of the news because the volatility we see in the market is about news and reaction. If you have a positive news in the market, I think you can take advantage of it, and that will also help you as a trader. As we speak now, US indices has extended its negative sentiment to open lower this morning, while the Europe shares are hitting a 7 week low as great fear continue to grow. You can see the same fear, but in Africa and Asia, you can see that the market remain mixed in that environment. As a NGS here in Nigeria extended its positive sentiment to start the month of September on a positive note at this hour. These are the things that is happening in this market as we speak now. But you as an investor need to also what can you do to take advantage of this market. And as we speak now, the month just ended for August, and we saw that the market for Nigeria here, NGS here, was down. No, yes, for me, I would say it's marginal, but still 1.06% down. No, for the month of August. But in this whole thing, you need to look at how can you invest with this month end and also the appreciation we have seen in the data that the top 10, and also look at what has happened for year to date. This will guide you how to see to use momentum to invest. Which are those stocks that are still making uptrend? If you look at month to date, look at year to date. If you look at as at close of business yesterday, month to date, you can look at year to date. You can also look at as at the end of the month. Also look at what is happening at this hour in the market. These are the momentum that you should to see which stock are remain on the top of this 10, the top 10 of the stock for the month, for the year to date, and also for yesterday. If you can see this stock, this there's a momentum in that stock that are pushing. That's why they can still remain this stock. Not to look at that kind of stock. It's another way of you investing. That's what we call investing with what with momentum. You need to see those stocks that have sustained their price in that for this period, for the month, for the quarter, for the week, and also for the day, and even for year to date. Once you look at this price, you have a way of telling you what to do, to know exactly what has happened in the market and what is likely that those stock can go. If once you have it at the back of your mind, to have a way of also extending where it's going, and also for you to guide yourself as a trader or investor. As we speak now, if you look at what happened for the month ended August yesterday, you can see that stock like name insurance top the 10 gainers, the top 10 gainers for the month ended, followed by Japan Gold. You can see these are low cap stock, but it's also informing that what is happening to also to those high cap and medium cap or blue chips company. But if for momentum investor, you need to look at the top 10 for the year to date, the top 10 for for the quarter to date, and also for the month ended. Once you're able to get the top 10, you can see whether there is still strength for this stock to go. Then you also look down to see the top users, which ones are also that you see that they are because of the decline in price. Are they touching their bottom line or their support line? Sorry, at that support line, what is the value area between the support line? Where are they going? Are they going to go further now? Because when you look at your your price structure, like I mentioned, it will also tell you, and your money flow index will also tell you where that fund is still leaving that stock, or there's a sign that the stock is about coming back. And also, is there any news you are expecting that will help this stock to reverse from that level? Even though that are gaining at the top 10 gainer, is there any news that you are expecting that got to add more momentum to this stock? That's why invest in momentum. You need to take the first term year to date, take for the quarter to date, take for the month that just ended, and also for the week under review, or even for that day. You can see, look at that is how to use momentum to know, looking at only the top 10 gainers and top 10 losers, to know exactly what to do. But don't forget what I just said. As you are seeing, not doing all this, we are looking at what, not to look at your technical position. Like I said, not just using all the technical tools or indicators to know, but look at the price action, looking at what the price structure. What is the, the candlestick saying? What is the pattern of the candlestick? Look at where the money flow is going and the news that is coming around that. Like for the month of August that just ended, we have about 46 gainers for the month of August, and 47 gainers and 36 losers. But as to speak now, Name Insurance led the gainers start, followed by Japan Gold. You can see Mutual uh, Multiverse. You can also follow by Honeywell. You can see Mutual Benefit, Cater Hotel, Coverage Business Solution, Japan Gold. Then Boa Food, I would say, is the only big cap, and at the same time a blue chip company that we can see that has, that is among the top gainers. This is for the gainers for the month of what? For the month of August. Then quickly look at what has happened for year to date. Which company that remains on the year to date? What is their position again? It gives you that there is still momentum in this stock that will still good score. If you go to the year to date, you can see that Multiverse top following by with about 100 and 1,000. So I did measure 1,102, 1,210% off, followed by Mayor, and they can see Academic Press. Guinness is among them. Guinness also gained about 125% year to date. You can see also Airtel Africa. You can see Learn Africa. You can see Life of Steplat. You can see RTB School, Square. You can see Champion Brewery, and also you can look at the Abebe, Building. You can see Presco, and also Jais Bank, and NACO. These are the top 10 year to date. You can see, you look at them, which among these stocks we don't mention now are still also in the top 10 for the month ended August 31st. You can see how, give you a clue that there's still momentum. You can see that there are some few stocks that we mention here and there, but you can see the life of Airtel, life of Steplat, Presco. They are still more among the top 10 for year to date. You now ask yourself, is there anything we're expecting that will pull this price further? Now they are pulled back. If you look at their chart now, these are the things you use to know where the momentum is there and how to invest with the momentum forward, the price movement of this stock. Then you can also look at the losers for this month of loser for the month of August, and that also guide you. If you look at the losers for the month of August, you can see that Boasman top the chart there with about 24 point no negative 24.96% down, followed by University Press. You can see uh, Mykonos consolidation. You can see industrial medical gas, which is IMG. You can see Capri. You can see Unilever. You can see Okomu there. You can see Police Microfinance, Flower May, Nigeria. You can see these are the ones. Then these companies that have kind of pull back to create opportunity for you to buy low. Is there anything we're expecting that will impact these companies positive in the month of September, and also September being a month that is also a month that we'll see more oscillation because of what people positioning for end of the month, and at the same time ahead of what to see what will be the data that will come from the economic data, and at the same time see those dividend those entry dividend we are still expecting has going to influence the market in the month of what in the month of September. These are the things we're going to look at, to know that the momentum is high. We have seen that here now. There's opportunity that they pull back in the Boa Cement. You can see that of University Press. Don't forget, I've said in this class that look at seasonality, where which period, which quarter you spread these companies in that manufacturing public sector to release a good number. I will tell you that now that schools are about to resume, most of the providers, most of the school, whether public or private, they also want to kind of a new session. They'll be paying for what, for material. That means for this month of September, end September, we expect to see improvement in the earnings of what of those that are in that manufacturing sector, especially for Learn Africa and the University Press. But for Academic Press is more of a printing company, fine. But because of their bonus they are giving are unthinkable, we might see that their bonus might kind of dilute their earnings. But for these two, I believe that for Learn Africa and the University Press, there's opportunities. I say how to trade news. What are you expecting? Is there any event ahead of this period where also look at the price of flour mill, look at the price of Capri, look at that of Okomu and that of what Unilever. Now they put back what will drive this price up, what is the price structure, what is the money flow saying, and was there any event or news that can change, turn this company around. Once you have it at the back of mind, it has a way of guiding you so that at the end of the day, you know what you are doing, you know, with your position in the market. It's very, very key and very, very important at any given time so that it will guide you to make informed decision. That is how to treat what momentum. Because as you treat momentum, you're going to see look at what your technical charts. You need to look at what is the behavior, what is the thought, what is the action, what is the psychology of people playing the market. That's why I say as market becomes volatile like this, you just have to change your strategy and keep your eyes in the market and see what is happening so that you know exactly when the hot money is coming. And also the hot money as they are coming, they also want to change their strategy. The way they will come, they also want to take everybody out of the market before they come so that you will not just quickly panic out of the market because of fear. Look at your price structure to see exactly what is happening. I think as the candle also reflects to you and tell you exactly what to do at that particular time. Yes, as we speak now, as I seen the economic data that has started arriving in the market for the month of August. This morning we have seen Stanbic IPTC, NPR portfolio manager in the report in the market, and it has come in that was the kind of was seeing a kind of a slowdown in growth already in the economic activity in terms of productivity activities or manufacturing activities sector or private sector activities is slowing down for the month of has slowed down has slowed down for the month of August from no 53.2 point we saw in July. That's no kind of a slowdown to 52.3 point for August. You can see that. Also, don't forget that in the month of no June, we saw a kind of improvement from 50.02 to 53.2. Now we're seeing kind of also a kind of a slowdown again to 52.9. You can see that the movement is oscillating, and this is as a reflection of also for cost and also kind of the economic activity. People are not responding to most of the things that prices have gone beyond most of their purchasing power. But we believe that even as the market is oscillating and we're seeing also economic activities going up and down, there's still opportunity in this market for us to take advantage. But rather, you need to also come down and invest with what your eyes in the market and you take what informed investment decision so that you can stay ahead of the market. This is a new market, a new month. We also this is the first trading day, and our speed and market is still what in the green. You can see that our market has sustained the momentum of yesterday, which is very very good for investors in the market. Yes, coming to the chart now, you can see that after market have made lower lows, we are seeing also lower highs. Now you can see that market is also looking up here. You know exactly what I mean by this. You can see the chart. You are seeing the index action from here to here. You can see if you draw a line. No, but now you can see that like market are also trying to break out of the the bearish channel, which take it here. Sorry, let's take it from here. We want to touch 2 points. Yes. The start 2 points here, here. You can see as gradually as the market is coming out of what out of the bearish uh, channel we are seeing that. You can see that market is coming out of it gradually. We'll see how it will go. But if you take it here, it might be low, but going from here down here, you can see it here. You can see gradually market out of it. It's a good sign for the market, which is good. But the month of September, I always say, so full of what uncertainties because of what the oscillation. But I believe that the dividend that is coming from the remaining three first year bank might also add more momentum, and also this is also what we are seeing to change the market. Seeing also the economic data that just came, I'll tell you, it's not too pleasing, it's not too attractive. That shows that for we want to see what will happen in the month of September. Seeing this slowdown manufacturing activities. It also send a signal to the MPC meeting to know what yet we saw improvement in GDP for Q2, but we are still already for the month of August a slowdown in manufacturing activities, which also guide their information or their decision for the MPC whether to further adjust rate. Yet we are seeing that inflation is high, almost 15 years high now from or 10 years high as we speak. But that tells you that also at 19.64 also guide the MPC what to do, whether they should adjust rate at this point. Are they taking rate to 17%? Are they taking it to 15%? Are they willing to do it at 14.25 or 14.5? No, let's left for them. But I believe that in all this, there is no opportunity for you as a trader to see where to enter. If not, there's also opportunity for you to go cash. But cash is also another form of investment. And that is why in the current master class I've said earlier, explore your new strategy, how to put your money in a defensive stock and also grow it, even though the market is that defensive, will still protect your capital and should make some growth in that growth for your value or for your hard-earned money. These are the things we'll be doing at the master class. But to speak now, the market is doing 49,000 no 933.85. The market is all by almost 97.52 basic point. I mean, about 0.22% up, which is also good for the market as we speak now. For me, it's a good news for the market. If you also look at the market break remain positive. Yes, that's why for me it's not too much. We're having 8 gainers at this point and 6 losers. If you look at the 8 gainers, the table is led by UPDC, followed by Flour Mill Nigeria. You can see Boa Cement and also Access Corp and UBA. These are the top gainers at the speak now. Fidelity and then Police Microfinance are still among the gainers. But if you look at the loser side of the market, we are seeing Japan Gold leading the pack, followed by FTN Cocoa. You can see FBN Holding. You can also see Mutual Benefit, Transcorp, and SPNB Holding. These are the ones that are on the losers chart. If you look at the volume, like I said, the market feed on volume, there this volume, we see that the top trade in terms of volume are GT Code, you can see Fidelity there, UBA, Zenith Bank, and Honeywell Flour. These are the top trade at this hour. For me, this is a good start for the market. Yes, it is already afternoon, but I believe that if this trend is sustained for the first trading day and going to the week, to the rest of the week, and the month that's still kicking off today, that would be a good sign for the market. But don't forget that as we speak, we are seeing that activities is also trading towards to the financial sector, especially the banking sector. We are seeing the robust earnings coming, and also the sign that this sector will also sustain their payout at the end of the day. Don't forget, I've said it severally, that despite the high cost of funds, we still expect that this sector will post a better number in their Q3 and their final results. Also, if you look at the report that came recently from CBN, that for the first half of the year, for most of the banks, you can see that their non-performing loans have declined from about 5.3 to almost 5%. For me, it's a good news, despite the economy still struggling and recovering on a slow pace. If that is sustained, yes, we know that when you increase interest rate, the defaulters will be there. But I believe that most of these banks has a good risk management to post a good number that will support a higher payout. We saw what Fidelity did. Everybody when the market was surprised. If their number continue to look up in that direction, expect what a better number, a better dividend at the end of the year. And if you are keen at this point, it's not a very bad decision to go into that kind of stock at this hour. For me, it's a good one for the market. I can see that in terms of volume, the banks that dominated that. You can see GTB, I've said earlier, Fidelity, UBA, and Zenith Bank. If you look at the gainers, like I call it also UBA and Access Corp, also Fidelity in that category. It tells you that investors are looking the way of banking stock at this hour, which is not a bad one. I believe that there's potential also in that industry. Yes, people want to call up look at our indicators to look at this market. Let's go to our oscillator. Is very, very important because that's what we use in this week. Let's look at the oscillator we are seeing in the market. This stochastic oscillator is very, very important, and I've explained how to use it. Then we look at our money flow index, and money flow index is key, very important, and our moving average exponential 8 for short term like a day trade, we are doing short term. You can use 21 or 55 depending on your the time frame you are using. But for this, we are using 8 days, 8 days moving average exponential, which is for us to catch the top, our exit and our positioning, looking at what the index action or the price action. Yes, if you look at the price index action at this moment, you can see that the market is trading above what the T line, which is a good news for me. Sustain to start the new to start the new week for me is a good one. To start the new week is a good one. Let's see. So, can see it here now. Can see that. Can see it here. It's above it. Can see for yourself now. I believe that this is a good one for the market, and then it's a good one for also for you and I. Money flow is also looking up at this moment. Let's also continue to look at. Sorry, what's going on? Can see it very clearly here now. But I want to go back to my normal position. Hold on. Go back this thing back. So let me click this chart. Sorry for that. Sorry for that. Trying to come back to the work station. There's something that happened there. Let's see. Let's see. To come back to this workstation. Let's see what happened. Okay. So we're coming back to the workstation now. Good. Sorry. Yes. Let me quickly call up just hold on. Trying to call up the indicators. Sorry for the waiting. Yes, back to our workstation now. You can see that, as I've said earlier, the market is above the T line, which is good. And look at what I said yesterday. I see that you can see a strong momentum here. It's moving with the market. You can see that the momentum here as at day first, you can see where it is trying to call off. But I can now maintain an uptrend. You can see that it's still moving up. Says that the market is having a what more strength now. Strength is coming back to the market. We can see more gainers than losers. At the end of yesterday, we are doing a day chart here now. This is also a good money flow sign that fund is entering. You can see that yesterday it was 41. Yesterday you can see it 41. Today now you can see almost 46, 47. It's a good sign that fund is entering the market. This is very, very good for the market at this point. We are seeing a positive market. Also, the volume, yes, it's not up to what we saw yesterday, but we'll see that at the end of the day, it's a green position we are seeing for the market. Let's look at the 1 hour chart for this market. give us a good position as we speak now. Yes, good one. You can see the market remain on the 1 hour chart. You can see that it's still above the T line. You can see when it has a trend kind of consolidate here, but now you can see now, you can see the 1 hour chart tell you that market is still ending up. Even when it comes down, you can see the return on the stochastic indicator, and money flow is around at 65. Are trending. For me, it's a good one. Let's, because of our time, let's quickly look at what is happening. UPDC, we're seeing UPDC coming up at the top gainers at this hour. Will this stock sustain this momentum now? Let's look at the price of UPDC and the momentum behind this to see what is happening. This 1 hour chart for UPDC. The 1 hour chart, I'll tell you, it's not looking too good, but you can see that it was uptrend, but now you can see a little slowdown on the 1 hour chart. But look at the daily chart to give us full position of the stock. Yes, it's above the T line, but we're seeing that it's tough. Like we also look at momentum here and see that it's weak. We're seeing a kind of a rebound in terms of money flow coming up here powerfully. But see, still at 21. Once it cross 50, if I will tell you, that's why I say this uptrend is supportable or strong. But as we speak now, yes, you can see that it has gone aside almost 108 or 10 this morning before coming back to 105. Let's keep our finger crossed for UPDC. It's a stock also to watch. As I said earlier at the beginning of the quarter, we are still keeping our eyes on that stock as we speak. Because of our time, we look at what is happening in Access Bank for quality today. Sorry for that. We might not have more time to look at core, but let's look at the Access Bank, Access Core, sorry, Access Core, Access Core and UBA. Let's see what is happening in these two companies. Yes, Access maintained the trend we saw yesterday for a day chart. You can see it here. Money flow now around the 28, but still until cross this point here, which is 50 here. Once you break out this point where I am, what I'm putting there, now see this trend, but you can see positive momentum also coming. We are seeing volume also coming with this one. This is a good one. If this volume is sustained, that would be nice. And this is for me, it's a good one for Access. Like I always say that Access is tough for you to watch. For now, let's look at what is happening in UBA, the Bank of Africa. United Bank of Africa, you can see what is happening here. This stock has maintained an uptrend. This is a day chart. You can see it here. Now, you can also see when it pulled back a little at this point that it was flat. Money flow has crossed 50. It's a good sign that fund is entering UBA now. And I'm not surprised as all eyes are on UBA result and Access result. What we are seeing, we're not surprised. On a daily, on a hour chart, you can see that it has gone up as even as high as almost 730, 735 before coming down to do at 730. Now let's watch and see, but the trend on daily and hour chart is very, very positive. There's no cause for alarm. The final one before we call it a day, let's look at what is happening in Infidelity. Is this trend that we saw yesterday sustainable because of the result? Now, for those that have entered for the dividend, take their tankable and wait. Let's also look at it together to see what is happening in Fidelity. Let's look at it, what is happening there. Give us more insight of look at what is happening in Fidelity. Once you get it, the Fidelity, I'll tell you on a 1 hour chart, you can see that it maintains an uptrend, which is, I can see it here. You can see volume also supporting. That's why at this moment on the 1 hour the volume is not much, but we see I can see momentum also looking up. Money flow has gone aside to almost 75 point on the 1 hour chart. I want to look at on a daily chart. What on a daily chart, the stock maintained a good momentum. For me, it's also a good one. We're not trading around the 332 now, which is very fine. You can see after the stock have done a lot of consolidation at this point, from here to here, it has broken out this what we call a top here. You can see it here. Like I said yesterday, different pattern to trade. You can see it broke out the top this morning. Yesterday, it stopped there. For now, as we speak now, you can see that it's out of the broken the top the resistance here and here. You can see it here for me. It's a good one for Fidelity at 332 now, and momentum is still strong. You can see it here as shown by the start oscillator. And money flow is almost around the 80, 82, 80, 82. Here is a very good sign for Fidelity. For those that are in Fidelity for trading, you can still hold the position. I said that yesterday that the 3.17, 3.2, the dividend for the tankable dividend is also a good one for short period. For those that are still position waiting for a full year. Already I said this is the last quarter of the last month of the quarter. It's a good one that we're seeing this move. If it is sustained to the end of the year, also looking forward to see their Q3. I know that Q3 also won't delay as such because then we will delay Q3 until they do audited results for their full year again. Q3 for these banks will come early. That's why as a trader, these are the things we guide you. When we're expecting the news to come to the market, where is the fund flowing? As you can see that we don't play with it no from where is fund flowing to, you can see that we're seeing fund entering this position. For me, it's a good one for the market and also a good start for the month of September. I would say thank you. I look forward to see you tomorrow being the last trading day of the week. I say enjoy the rest of your trading day today. See you tomorrow. And like I said, subscribe to the YouTube. You can see the last class will be the elsewhere that I can see comment on that how to invest in a uncertainty, invest in a political and economic uncertainty. You can also get there and see the sector that also is attractive to put money now. Also going to guide you when you log into that YouTube and if you're not subscribed, subscribe to get more information as for updated. And also for those that for the master class, information will hit the online from tomorrow Friday, hopefully by God grace. Enjoy the rest of your trading day.